Welcome back for day number 8 of the LEGO Advent Calendars here on Boone Builds. Day number 8, everybody. We are more than a week into this. We're diving into City. Day number 8. Let's tear it open. It is a Christmas tree. Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum. I don't know. Something Flügen. Sorry if you're German watching this, I just forgot the words. Here it is, a little tree. I love these miniature tree builds. It seems like between the Advent calendars and the other winter sets, there's been a ton of little tree designs, and it seems like they've been able to keep this fresh. Each one of these little tree models that comes out is just a little bit different from any that have come before. If you set them all together, it would almost look like what? Oh, that scene in the Charlie Brown Christmas special or whatever it's called, where they go to buy the tree, and it's like all the trees there are like super fancy, and they're like aluminum, and they're spray painted, and they're like shiny and all lit up, and anyway, that's sort of, I think if you could set all of these together, it would sort of look like that. And I've really appreciated how they have settled into, well, some of them, not all of them, but some of these have settled into this design of doing, kind of a radial symmetry of, 4 of the same wedge plates. And so you kind of get, the angles going one way, and then you use the sloped bricks or cheese slopes to get the angles kind of going the other direction. And I've seen that done a few different ways. So that's fun. It's cool. I like that the trunk of this one is a little fez piece. That's cute. Man, speaking of fez, flying away. And anyway, I love the Christmas tree. I think, was it last year we had that cool little standalone like creator Christmas tree that had the train that went around at the bottom? That was a lot of fun. We just got that out this year and sort of put that back together. And let's see, we got a stud up there. This little thing for the star. I don't really know what to call that thing. The handle with a stud and an anti-stud at the end. There it is. Oh, Christmas tree, I made you out of Lego. Here is Harry Potter, day 8. We're on day 8. It's like I forget what day we're doing. This is it. It looks to me like it's a couch. So, a couch with a gold egg on it. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is probably a couch from the Yule Ball, like everything else in here, or maybe a couch from one of the house, what did I say yesterday, the house common rooms. Maybe this is from the Gryffindor common room. Jeez, this thing will not open. There we go. And we'll dump this out. I love the look of this gold egg. Look at this thing. It's pretty rad. Focus. All right, what's going on here? There we go. Hey, I'm all over the place tonight, everybody. Okay, I'm going to build a little couch. So, we just got a new couch. Danny and I have been married 15 years. I talked about that a little bit yesterday. Our anniversary's coming up. And in those 15 years, we have never had a piece of furniture that reclines, where the back kind of leans back and the little footrest kicks out. We've never had a piece of furniture that does that. And we just went last week and picked out our first reclining love seat. It's got a console in the middle with cup holders and 2 recliners. Sheesh, sorry, my camera's having a hard time focusing tonight. We're very excited about it because it's our first recliner in 15 years of marriage and living together. I put these in the wrong place. I gotta move that back to here. Let's see. These little studs. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. I was like, let's throw on the back feet. And I got to see if I can get this to focus better. Sorry about that. Okay. Here we go. So we need this other curved slope piece here. And there we go. One more of those. And then I can put that rear foot in the right place. Set that down. There's the couch. What do you call a couch in other parts of the world? Do people, I think couch is kind of an American term. Do people overseas call it a Davenport or a Beauregard? I don't know what it's called. What else have I heard? A couch. I mean, of course, sofa, couch, Davenport. I feel like there's one more that I'm not thinking of. I don't think it's Beauregard. But there it is. I love that golden egg. A couch and a golden egg. Moving on to friends. Day 8. You got a friend. Or, thank you for being a friend. Oh my goodness, look at this, you guys. It is a little, like, toy workshop bench with a toy duck on top. And they stuck the duck right on top of a minifigure roller skate. And I have a feeling that that is definitely a throwback vintage Lego reference, right? One of the earliest, most famous Lego toys before Lego invented the plastic brick. Or before Lego started producing a plastic brick set, they made wooden toys. And one of the most famous, iconic wooden toys from early Lego was the pull-string wooden duck. And so that would be a wooden duck on 4 wheels, and I think that's what they're hinting at here. We got a little ducky on 4 wheels. That is cute. Moving on to Star Wars. It's day 8. It's an X-Wing. This thing is rad. All right, I can't wait to put this together. Here we go. Bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum. It's an X-Wing in a poly bag. Okay, so we're going to start putting this thing together. I really like the X-Wing. I know that the X-Wing is probably like a ton of people's favorite and also like a really cliche favorite. So a ton of other people probably don't like the X-Wing because it's sort of like, the quintessential Luke Skywalker ship, right? So I have a feeling that the X-Wing is like beloved and what's a good word? Bemoaned. Beloved and bemoaned. But I like it. And the very first Lego Star Wars set that I ever purchased was an X-Wing. The 7140 in 1999. Yes, there were only a few. This is wild. There were only a few Lego sets, Lego Star Wars sets, that you could say you bought from the 1900s. I don't know, what would have been like 10 or a dozen Lego Star Wars ships that were released during the 1900s. And I think that sounds like a really long time ago. Oh, back in the 1900s, I bought a Lego Star Wars ship, and it was the X-Wing. And it was great. And it didn't have any switches that made the things go automatically, and Luke's face was yellow, but we liked it. I still have the box for that set up on the wall in my studio here. Sorry. This one's a fun little build. I feel like this is a top-notch advent calendar build. It's a little more on the complex side. You know, I talked earlier in the month about how it seems like the Harry Potter and Star Wars builds are a little bit more complex than the City and Friends builds, which I think is fine and cool and totally great. You know, typically we tend to think that we get these, you know, IP. Hold on, I gotta switch that. We get these IP tax, you know, like they say, like the Disney tax, the Star Wars tax, and it's sort of like this theoretical concept that people talk about where like those sets are more expensive either because they can charge more for them because they're popular, or because they have to pay the extra royalties to these external, you know, IP holders, or both, right? Some level of both of those concepts could be true. I don't think anyone in the public really knows those details, the insides and outs, but so, you know, I've just always sort of thought like, well, the advent calendars, Harry Potter and Star Wars, they're $10 more than the homegrown themes. But this year, it actually really seems worth it because I feel like the builds are just a little better. Look at this X-Wing. The foils can fold up there, and it can go like... This should happen at the same time, right? But then we can take off. Ready? All right, so that was all for LEGO Advent Calendars. Thank you. I would love to invite you to check out my 1980s Advent Calendar. That's a custom Advent Calendar I've got going on. You can find a link in the description of this video or over there in the live chat. We're going to head right over there in just a minute, so click those links and join us in the live chat. Also, please subscribe to Boone Builds and click that bell icon if you want to get a notification every time I go live or publish a video. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time, go build something amazing.